So we've got a fractions question here, and it says equivalent to 4/5. So for example, 8/10 is the same as 4/5. We can keep doubling it or adding 4/5 to it until we get to one of the possible answers. So 8/10 is the same as 4/5. 16/20 is, oh wait a second, we've got a 16/20 as well. So that's the same as 4 out of 5, 16 out of 20. Okay. And now we've got to shade in 4/5 of the shape. If you notice in the row there's 5 squares. So what I could do is I can shade in 4 of them and leave the 5th one not shaded, and that will be 4/5 of that row. I'll do 4/5 of the next row. And what I'm doing is I'm shading in every 4 out of every 5 squares. So therefore I've shaded in 4/5. And now it says write 4/5 as a percentage. Well, as a percentage, we're going to do 4/5 times by 100. Do that on my calculator, and it will tell me 4/5 as a percentage, and that will equal 80%. Okay, so 4 out of 5 in the test is still getting 80% in the test. Right, let's have a look at part D. It says 4/5 is a number is 48. What is the number? So if we want to find 5/5, don't we? If we've got 4/5 is 48, what we can do is we can find 1/5 by dividing by 4, and then we could times it by 5 to find 5/5, which is the same as 1. So 4/5 of a number, of means times, isn't it, equals 48. If I times both sides by 5, I'm going to get 4 times by n equals 240. And now, of course, if I divide both sides by 4, I can find n by itself. So n is going to equal 240 divided by 4, which is 60. So the original number was 60. And 4/5 of 60 is 48. Right, let's look at the mark scheme. Okay, and so we can see the majority of students were able to write down the correct fractions. So that's great news, but not so much luck in the last part. Okay, and let's just check to see that we got it right. So 20, 12 square shaded, 80 and 60.